All right, how we doing, folks? Let me try to enlarge this camera a little bit. Still trying to figure this thing out here. I got a brand new cell phone the other day, folks. And I'll turn my AC back on. So I got, let me see here. What is today? Man, today is it's Wednesday. Man, I'm losing track of what days it is. Oh, today's the 17th. All right, somebody correct me if I got the wrong date, but it's the 17th. I got about a little past 1 o'clock Pacific Standard, so that should be 4 o'clock out east, y'all. So I want to talk about here, or actually I wanted to update it. I did this probably about a little bit over a month ago, a video like this. It was 4 states. Now it's up to 25, I believe, states that are ending the PUA, okay? And some it ended it already as of June 12th. I believe those states were like Alaska, let's see here, Missouri, I believe Louisiana. It was one more, I can't think of it. All right. And there's several states are going to be ended it next week, so they're going to do it in like by the week. All right. You could see the schedule, the article on cnet.com. All right, under personal finance. And I saw this on other podcasts on YouTube too, from reading it. All right, you can look at that, read that article for your own personal edification. Yeah, so man, there's so much news coming out, you know, with social injustice and other stuff like domestic violence, and you know, especially like men on women. And man, it's like I don't know what I want to talk about, but it's just certain stuff that'll just stand out like this. So you guys need to be preparing. I made a video the other day about those cyber attacks in Puerto Rico. They also had power outage in Texas, and I need to do one on that because of the heat. So and this situation here, because it's going to affect a lot of people. All right, so let's get right into it. So yeah, they're going to be ending this pandemic assistance. That's that $400 a week. And many of those states are like Democratic states. I'm trying to name a few right off the bat in this area, out here in this region of the country: Arizona, Utah. Let me see here. I believe Idaho. So if you live out here, like in the western region of the U.S., your money is going to be getting cut off real soon, okay? But many of these states are like Republican states. I guess they feel as though that people need to get back to work. You're starting to, as I guess people are being vaccinated and they're opening stuff up, particularly like I'm thinking a lot of your national landmarks, national parks and stuff like that. And they need their people, these service people, to come back. Tourism, so in that hotel industries, transportation and so forth, okay, that they need drivers in the transportation industry, but they need their employees to come back. And I guess they feel as this has been going on long enough or whatever, okay? And what's happening is, in their opinion, is people are traveling and there's not enough workers or whatever to accommodate a lot of your tourists in these respective states, and it's causing a lot of problems. And what it's going to do is going to lose tourism. All right, it's bad for business. At least that's what they feel. I agree to some of that, okay, to most of that. And of course, you all know it's a political thing though too as well. Now, I like to say this. I know people are worried, and I know there's a lot of good people here. Many of y'all are doing the right thing and all that, all right, for, you know, you great Americans and all that. And I know I don't want to try to down you guys or whatever. I don't want to talk about, you know, those who are in need. I know it's difficult, all right? Trust me, I've been there. I was out of work a couple of times after I got out of the Army, and sometimes I was worried about where I was going to get the next dollar from to feed my family probably about, I don't know, about 10 years ago or whatever, all right? But there's got to be a time where this, this money has to go away, all right? I mean, it was going to go away September anyway, and I think what this thing did is they hit a lot of people's at a time where they least expected it. All right, so yeah, it's a lot that's going haywire out of this, and it is probably going to cause a lot, of crime. It's probably going to cause probably domestic violence, evictions. Probably going to be people homeless. Man, it's going to be a sad ordeal. All right, so there's 24 states. All right, probably a lot of your Democratic states like the Nevada, the state that I live in, California, are going to continue to stay on pandemic assistance until September 2nd when it ends. I think it'll be back anyway, probably in about 3 or 4 months after it ends. So you're probably looking at late December. It'll be back along with stimulus or whatever, okay? I believe that it may be back for about 3 or 4 months once that ends, okay? So I guess they letting y'all know right now that it is time to prepare, and man, I guess they cannot keep on paying people or whatever, and some, not all, but there's a few of them that's been taking advantage of this, doing stuff like getting fresh to death, ain't paying their rent, okay, going on vacation, tricking this money, women tricking this money, all buying weave and all this other, bull crap. All right, guys out here, getting all iced out and all that, okay, detailing their cars, ain't taking care of their kids. And that's something that's going to affect you in the long run, especially if you ain't been paying your rent. There's some people ain't been paying their rent in since this thing started, 15 months ago, since February. And those moratoriums are going to be coming down too at the end of the month. And I have to do a different video on that too, okay? And how that is going to affect people. Say, for instance, here in Nevada, it is going to affect a lot of people. However, if you file for your rental assistance, and whether you got it or if it's on the way, those people are going to get to stay. All right, there was supposed to be something like 9,000 applicants when I checked about about 10 days ago, and there was only like 900 applicants and only 400 people has been approved, 500, something like that. So just imagine by the end of the month on how many people is going to be affected. So you guys are going to have to try to figure something out, and that applies to anybody that's listening to this video is going to be affected by that, and or the $400 a month, a week. So one thing I've been trying to tell people, I've been telling people for months or whatever, okay, like back out east and stuff like that, all right, that want to have a certain job, is to humble yourself. Probably take a little $10 and $12 hour job. They had jobs that you could do online, call services, selling stuff online, maybe working at a grocery store, probably make your little $300, $400 a week. And you could still keep your $400 and your unemployment. Now, what they would do is they would cut the unemployment down maybe half. So if you get $350 or $400, they will cut it down to like $200 or so, maybe, okay, somewhere around there, give or take. And you're still going to come on top, okay? So let's just say if you made $1,000 or $900 a week, you probably make $1,200, but you can still keep a job on your resume. So when the jobs that you desire come back up, they can say you've been working hard, because those people, all them gaps and all that, okay, with these people been shamming, that's going to affect people. Even if you go to school or maybe do volunteer work, okay, they like to see that you've been doing something. I've been trying to tell people, but they don't listen to me, okay, telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm being insensitive or whatever, but it is what it is, okay. I mean, bills gonna keep piling up. You gotta eat. And you need to keep preparing yourself. You need to conduct yourself as like there is no government here. I've been telling people months ago, all right, especially when I was doing the Remnant One channel, all right, I was doing that. You could look that up. I did 50 videos on people preparing themselves as far as in finances, their diet, you know, maybe trying to invest or, you know, budgeting their money. I've tried to do that. All right. So, I mean, I've gotten no views, hardly none. All right. So y'all probably want to look at that scripture about the bridesmaids or whatever, that the ones that were prepared versus the ones that were not, and the ones that were prepared were let in, and then the ones that were not, well, they were asked out. And getting them scriptures as well. So just so you'll know, look at that article I told you about, cdet.com. Check out those states or whatever, see if it applies to you, and make the proper adjustments or whatever. Okay, make your proper adjustments as far as the eviction and moratoriums, and you know, find something to do. I'm telling you. And even if you're on it, all right, all right, this stuff is gonna go away, and when it's gone, it's gone. All right, if you find the video interesting, subscribe, share, leave your comments, and check out some of my other videos. And thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to keep updates on this and other matters, you know, pertaining, you know, public assistance and what the government's going to do or whatever. All right, peace.